What's up everyone, this is Hans Automotive. In this series I'm going to be going over turning a Northern Tool trailer in a box into this ATV hauler. As you can see, it's got diamond tread floors, ramps, bigger tires, D-rings, the whole 9 yards. So if you like this video, give it a like, and if you want to be notified about future videos in this series and any other future videos that I have, hit the subscribe button. Let's get going. Hans Automotive here. It has been a while since my last video, a few years. Still got the Jeep, it's over there. It's had a lot of improvements made to it. I'll do a video on that if y'all want. Just drop it in the comments if you do. So basically what we're doing in this video, is probably gonna end up being a series, is I just purchased an ATV and I wanna pull it with the Jeep. So I'm kind of limited on towing capacity. I think the 2.5 liters have like 1,000 pound towing capacity. The ATV weighs about 600 pounds. This trailer is an Ironton trailer from Northern Tool. It has a 2,000 pound capacity, but it weighs, its shipping weight is 275 pounds. So we have a little over 100 pounds to work with. It's probably gonna end up being a little bit over that, but I'm not really concerned with it. So I had my camera rolling during the assembly of this trailer, but and it was recording, but my SD card wasn't formatted to my camera, so it didn't get any of it. But there are plenty of videos on the assembly of this trailer. What I'm more concerned with showing you guys is what we're doing after the actual assembly of it. I'm planning on putting diamond tread down. Well, let me go through that in a minute. So let me show you what we've done so far. So it's a bolt-on trailer, but what we've done is welded it. So that'll add some extra strength. I was thinking about taking the bolts out, but I've decided against it because I'm just gonna flip it around so the nuts are on the bottom. And we're gonna get diamond tread for the top. Yeah, I think there's some videos of the welding of this, so I'll put those in. But we're gonna get diamond tread for the top. It's a 5x8 trailer, so you know they come in 4x8 sheets. So what I ended up doing is I'm getting, it's actually, so it's this is 1/8 inch frame rails. So I didn't want to have the diamond tread going from here to down here. It'll make it wavy and I don't want it flapping or anything. So I'm gonna have it butt up against here, like up against this. So from here to the other one is like 56 7/8. So, and it's 96 inches. So I'm getting 2 sheets of 56 7/8 by 48. And I'm gonna do it that way. And I've got a bunch of, like, I guess accessories over here that I'm gonna put on it. So I've got D-rings. I've got 8 of them. I might get 2 more. Weld on D-rings. I've got leveling jacks for back here, so when I load up the ATV it won't pull the rear end of my Jeep up. I'll show you that. I've also got Erickson wheel chocks and straps, so that way the ATV the suspension can ride while the trailer rides down the road. So, and then we've also got, 15-inch wheels. So these come with 12-inch wheels. We already tried fitting it. They don't fit because of the back spacing. So I got some wheel spacers for that, and then we got bigger fenders. So stay tuned. Also, I forgot to mention we're going to be building ramps for the thing. But here I'm flipping the bolts around on the top of the trailer. This is just for aesthetics. So I ended up going to metal supermarkets to get this sheet metal. In the past I've gone elsewhere, but especially for this project, it was just convenient using them. They can cut your metal to whatever dimensions you need. You can just either draw it out or give them the dimensions and they'll cut it to exactly that. And not only that, but they charge basically by the square inch. So I didn't have to buy 2 4x8 sheets for this project, I just bought exactly the metal I needed. And also for that reason, this place has a huge selection of metal from the drop pile, which is basically the pieces that they cut off for customers and they sell it at a discounted rate. And I went with 14 gauge for this project. So here you see me fitting on the pieces. Obviously I'm going to have to put them on and take them off a bunch of times, but I'm just seeing what it's going to look like. And for those to lay flat, we're going to end up etching the sheet metal rather than the welds on the frame rails. Obviously the welds on the frame rails are more for the structure of the trailer, and so we don't want to go cutting those welds. So we're just going to make little notches where the welds go on the sheet metal and weld on top of that. Okay, so yesterday I picked up the tread plate. I decided with getting 2 sheets of 48-inch by 56 and 7/8 so that it can fit between the side frame rails. I measured it 96 inches long. I don't know what happened though, because right here I got about, I don't know, 1.5 inches of overhang. But you can see, like, on this side it's pretty much flush. So I don't really know what happened there. So it's not welded down, it's just sitting on there. Probably gonna have to take it off. I'm probably gonna do a few things before welding this down. I've got some leveling jacks that I'm gonna put on the end so that when I load the ATV on, it won't pull the rear end of my Jeep up. So I'm gonna put those on first. I gotta figure out this wheel situation, because as you can see, those are 2 different size wheels. Those are the tires that came with it. And then these are the 15-inch tires that I would like to put on. So it's sitting on there right now. When we had it with no spacers on it, it was rubbing against these brackets here. As you can see, it's so I've got about 3/8 of spacers, and it just touches that bolt for the front of the leaf spring. And as you can see, I'm okay on, you know, stud length. I'm about flush, so 3/8 of spacers will work. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to replace that bolt with a carriage bolt, and I'm hoping that will make all the difference we need. Now obviously this isn't recommended, because, you know, on the question and answers page of the Northern Tool website, somebody asked about putting bigger tires on, and you know, they came back saying, like, no, do not do that. You'll void your warranty and cause injury or death. So this isn't recommended, but I want to, you know, I'm going to be going on some rougher terrain with this. So I want it to be able to take the bumps a little bit better. And 15-inch tires will just make it cooler, obviously, and the cool factor is important too. So I actually ordered spacers for it, which came, so I'm going to replace the washers with the spacers. Before I do that, I have to deal with the carriage bolt. Obviously, carriage bolts come with the squared part on the bottom of the head, so I've got to grind that down. Obviously, I want the bolt to go in all the way for the most clearance between the tire and the bolt. Here I'm using the channel locks to tighten it. Obviously, with a carriage bolt that's had the squared part taken off, going into a round hole, you would need that. I didn't get the part of me actually fitting the tire onto the trailer, but I can tell you it had like 1/8 of an inch of clearance, so we're good. And here we're seeing if we need to put rails along the sides under the sheet metal. You're going to hear us decide we don't need to. Obviously it's not welded down, and also that'll help us to save weight. Now, it's not on this side because it's resting on it.
Yeah.
What do you
See,
think?
that's, if we had those stitch welds on there, this thing's not gonna go anywhere.
So you think we're good?
Well, I think so. Like I said, you know, your pounds per square inch is a lot higher than a tire,
That's true.
and pretty much anything else you load on there, the load will be spread out.
So now we're etching the diamond tread. Like I had said before, this is to allow for the welds that are already on the frame rails. If we didn't do this, the sheet metal wouldn't sit flat. And we obviously don't want to cut the welds that are on the frame rails for the structural part of it. So this took a couple goes of measuring it out, marking, cutting, putting it back on, seeing how it fits, then marking it again, making more cuts. And then I'm in the background just taking off the paint from all the surfaces where we'll be welding.
Must improve with age. That was a good weld with the first shot.
And we did measure and mark so the stitch welds would be the same distance apart.
I want these welds to look good. That's what I was afraid of. See, it's burning through the plate. But that we can fix.
Yeah.
Let me try another couple here first. I'm trying to go mark to mark, and I'm just guesstimating an inch.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so I'm trying to decide whether I want to back off my heat a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me try to be. See what that. Kind of ropey.
Yeah.
I think I need to heat up. Is the problem. It's about halfway in between B and C right now. Is where I want to be.
Yeah.
So, and see, that's one of those welds that I would grind down because it sticks up a little bit. And I really want them to be kind of flat. That's what I'm shooting for.
Yeah.
Now, why that one went flat and this one stuck up and this one stuck up, I don't know. You know, this one's that weld right there is perfect. That's what it's supposed to look like. They call it stacked dimes. It's supposed to look like you got dimes laying on the side stacked together. Go back to C. I'm going to turn the speed back a little bit. And I'm going to have to do this like really stitch it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oh yeah. So I'm going to end the first part of the video here. Be sure to stay tuned for the second part. And like I said, hit subscribe if you want to get notified when the next video posts.